Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, I want to step into something that we've talked about a few times on the live streams, but I've never really broken down what I'm actually meaning. And that is how toxic Vietnam online culture is within the Western expat community. And the best way to compare this is to compare similar things that happen in Vietnam with the local people and when things happen with the expats that affect the local people. So, first thing I want to show you is I want to show you a robbery that happened in Da Nang about 6, 7 months ago with an American guy that was wearing a grab jacket and he broke into a P&J silver shop, taking a bunch of silver. So, check out this quick video. Now, I'm pretty sure most of you have already seen this video and you've made your comments online how he should be burned alive and be jailed for life and all this crazy stuff, right? So now I want to show you a second video of a similar robbery that just happened a few weeks ago by Vietnamese people. And they went into an actual government level bank and robbed it. Now you can see from that video, Vietnamese people were kind of going a little crazy. Those two people in there were in fact Vietnamese people. Now, what I want to focus on today is the comment sections on places like Reddit. And we're going to look at the comment sections related to the American robbery, and then we're going to go over to the Vietnamese side. I want to share with you why I say the expat community is so toxic in Vietnam. And this is a very bad thing. As foreigners that move abroad to foreign countries across the world, we don't have a lot to hold on to. We don't have a community to really call our own. So this is where expat communities, Facebook groups, Reddit groups really shine. In these comments today, we're going to be looking at our Reddit, but they share the same sentiment on Facebook groups as well. And this is where things get pretty bad. So let's look at the comments on the Da Nang robbery from the American guy. So you can see we're over here in Reddit. We see that the jewelry heist in Da Nang. This is the American guy we were just talking about. And I want to kind of dig through the comment section because this is a very serious thing to be worried about. This is a crime. This shouldn't be happening. Foreigners should not be coming to Vietnam and committing these types of crimes, but it does happen, right? Other countries have the same thing. Just 6 weeks ago, a Vietnamese man started hacking Japanese people in Japan. Crimes happen from people that are there in different countries. So let's look at what the comments were. The top commenter was pretty much updates on what happened with this guy. I know a lot of you have been asking me what actually happened with this guy. We'll get into that on a live stream at some point. But for now, I want you to focus on they're going over what's actually going on. Update, update, update. His life is now changed forever. I did not read the article, a foreigner. So we already got people that don't know what's going on, which is fine. Yeah, it's an American. He has brought the U.S. great shame and his violence and stupid actions, but he's running at the end of people. Again, now we're starting to get into the hate. And I totally understand the sentiment here. Somebody comes to Vietnam. A lot of foreigners that live here have been here for a long time. Maybe they married a random bar girl or some girl that just graduated high school last month. So they have a lot of connection here. So I understand the sentiment. But again, we need to focus on the toxicity of what's going to happen here. So I'm American too. I'm ashamed. MAGA, just kidding. Really, politics? The most casual escape I've ever seen. So we had a little comedy. Dude ran out of money and wanted to continue to stay in Vietnam. He definitely continued his stay in Vietnam now. Only a foreigner would pick P&J store to rob. Haha. No crap. They robbed the biggest jewelry store chain in Vietnam. What a dumb guy. Now, I want to be fair. P&J is not a very expensive spot. This is where they usually do a lot of secondhand money exchanges and cheap jewelry. This is not an expensive jewelry at all. It's quite small. He did not appreciate the amount of cameras in Vietnam. The footage are enough to trace him to wherever they stay. This is the thing about Vietnam cameras. A lot of them don't even work, especially Da Nang and Saigon. The ones that are in Hanoi, the AI cameras, those are all pretty much on and ready to go. GTA 5 jewelry store be like this. I didn't know Grab offered that service. He really grabbed those jewelries, huh? Most polite getaway heist ever. Westerner, I am also, but such a bad act, probably a druggie. Running late like a Grab takeaway. F this guy. I hope the security guard is okay. And there was a security guard that was hurt. I hope he's okay. We don't want nobody hurt. What an idiot. He deserves punishment to the fullest extent of the Vietnamese law. It's something you rob your own country, but to go insulting and robbing a foreigner in their foreign country, that's a shame. And I want to show you something real fast. So just to be clear and really harrow down on that idea of a foreigner going to a different country and hurting people or robbing people, I want to bring up something that happens in Japan. This actually is not that uncommon to an extent. It's Vietnamese crime in Japan. This is overly common. Now, this particular case of actual murder is not that common, but robbery, stealing dogs for weird reasons, and things like that do happen. So, a 24-year-old Vietnamese man, technician intern training, has been arrested in relation to a murder, robbery, and trespassing case in Japan. I don't know how to say that. According to Saga something police, suspect Dan Dong Hong is alleged to have entered a residence of Mayako, a 40-year-old Japanese language instructor, around 4:20 p.m. Saturday. The police said it was believed that he threatened her with a knife and stole 11,000 yen, which is like $80 or something like that. But the point case being is that she died from blood loss and was ended by this Vietnamese dude. So these types of crimes do happen. There was no backlash about this. I didn't hear any foreigners talking about it. So with that being said, let's go over to the comment section that's related to the Vietnamese side of the grab. This is, again, same Reddit, same forum, same Vietnamese little thread. So let's go ahead and go over real quick what the comments were. I'm always surprised in Vietnam. The security levels are so low, but they're not more of those. My wife told me that they always get caught eventually. You'd be caught within 24 hours robbing a local gold shop, and this is Vietcong Bank. Where or how did they get the guns? Smuggling, mostly Russian. Now, I will tell you, guns in Vietnam, to obtain them, a majority of them that are confiscated, which are a lot. Gun crimes have went up about 45% in Vietnam in 2025. They're either 3D printed or they're from a Vietnam or Cambodian war, meaning that Vietnamese keep them as souvenirs or they find them near the Lao border and they repair them and they use them. There's a lot of gun confiscation that happened in 2025. There's also a lot of people getting shot by guns in Vietnam. This is a not uncommon thing. It has been rising over the last couple of years. Apparently, Grab does not pay well enough. No wonder my food came late. They probably don't like Grab drivers. A jacket and a helmet are available for sale everywhere. And if we kind of dig more into it, maybe the American guy who caught in Da Nang holding up store dressed as a Grab driver gave them an idea. No. This is normal. Like, Vietnamese don't like plan a robbery, like put on ski masks and like hide their identity. They just kind of put on an actual mask and run in and do something. Again, a lot of these robberies that happen, you'll just see them having their bike helmet on and a mask. That's really it. There's not too much creativity in hiding. It's a robbery. We have a Grab driver robbing banks now before GTA 6. I can understand why robbing a bank revolves some people's financial problems. In Canada, blah, 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 who cares? This is why I always tip, just in case. Looks like the last stuff passed the pain. Well, the company name is Grab, so they're grabbing whatever they can. Whoa, Tet coming up. The normal occasion of robbing jewelry banks. Ted is around the corner. You got to do what you got to do. Now, you can see what these comments are doing. And this is where I really want to kind of emphasize why I find Vietnam culture, when it comes to the expat community, is very toxic. When we're looking at the foreign guy that robs, the comments are nasty. They're wishing death on this man. They're wanting him to be prosecuted to the full extent beyond normalities. They want him hurt. They want him to bleed. And on top of that, they keep pushing America did it, America did it. When we look at the Vietnamese side, it's jokes. It's funny Tet jokes. It's, haha, you can just buy a Grab jacket on the side of the road. It's not taken serious no more. And this is something I find a problem. I know a lot of you guys have watched this video might think, David, what's the big deal? This happens with everything. You always get this type of stuff. The online community of Vietnam is disgusting. It's nasty. I've been all over Asia over the last 12 years, and Vietnam by far has the worst. This is damn near the single reason why I got off of Facebook, Reddit, and all that. I just can't take it. It's so toxic and bad. So hopefully it gives you a little insight on why I talk about it's so bad. And if you need more references to this, if you want to dig more into this, I suggest going back in Facebook groups, going to Reddit groups during the pandemic, during the fake visa situation back in 2020, and go through all those posts. It's the same thing. Foreigners attacking foreigners because foreigners were doing what Vietnam allowed. the fake visa situation, the government stamped the passports. So if you're angry, yell at the government. Yelling at a foreigner that paid an agent doesn't make sense. So hopefully I give you some insight on why I say the culture in Vietnam is very toxic, because this is a big issue. This is why I don't deal with this stuff. It's just stupid, it's low IQ, and going on there just stresses me out. I think this stresses me out more than the actual honking that happens every 40 seconds in Vietnam.